All right, I am live. I am so excited to be here with you this morning. I'm jumping in from Washington State. If we have not met yet, my name is Lee Meyer. I have been reselling used clothes on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari for the last 7 years, and I'm so excited to be with you for today's training because I'm getting ahead of myself here. Because we're going to be talking about the best item to resell that has the highest profit as well as the highest demand. And anytime I do a video about, okay, what you can make the most money off of, the best things to sell, what's going to sell the fastest, you guys like go and watch these videos like crazy because I know that your dreams matter to you. And I know that you're doing this for a reason. Welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're joining in from. I'm just talking about the highest profit, highest demand items to be selling because I know that your dreams are worth it. That's why you are here. That's why you're looking to make money online, is because you have dreams and goals in your life. You have things that you want to accomplish and you're going, okay, how can I get there faster? How can I make this happen? How can I get this done sooner? So again, my name is Lee. I am joining you from Washington State. I would love to know in the comments, are you in the US? Hey there, Sandra, I think I got that right. Welcome. Hi, Rachel, you're from Louisiana. Welcome. And anybody else that wants to put in the comments where they're from, yeah, Louisiana, I got it. So excited to be with you today because I know that your dreams and goals are so important to you. And I would love to know, if you would be able to learn the skills to make the money to reach those dreams and goals way faster than you ever thought possible. Hey, welcome, the hairstylist thrifter. I love that. From Tennessee, Sandra, you said you're from New Jersey, so welcome. And let me know what your goals are. Like, I hear from so many resellers who want to get out of debt. They want to have money to actually be able to enjoy life, not have to live paycheck to paycheck. They want to get their student loans paid off. They want to get their, enough money to actually be able to buy a house. They want enough money to be able to retire, to be able to travel before, they're too old to travel, or to be able to take their kids on a dream vacation before the kids are too, gone, like left the house and gone and it's too late. And so I would love to know what making, say, 300,000, I'm just going to throw that number out there, this year, what would that do for you? What could you accomplish with that? Let me know in the comments. For me, it would mean being able to get debt paid off. That's kind of my main thing right now, is that debt, because it can be such a drag, for lack of a better term, of just something that's constantly on your mind, something that's constantly pulling you down. Let me know in the comments. So we're going to be talking about the highest profit. Yes, pay some bills. Yes. We're going to be talking about what the highest profit, highest demand item is out there for you to resell. This is going to be a little bit different than maybe what you're used to, a little bit different than what you're hearing from me. But what I want you to think about is there's a steep mountain, and up at the top of this mountain, these are your goals, up at the very tippy top of the mountain. And with reselling, as you know it, Bobby, you said you're from Northeast Ohio. So with the traditional route of going to a thrift store or a garage sale, you're going out and getting an item or items. You're coming home, getting them cleaned up, you're getting them photographed, you're getting them listed, and then you're waiting for a sale, right? That sale comes in, and then you have to, it's usually a few days before you're getting that money, right? You have to wait for maybe the person to get it. If you're selling on Poshmark or Mercari, your money comes in, and then you need to take a portion of that money and go and reinvest that in more inventory. This is the piece that a lot of resellers struggle with. They struggle with that cash flow piece because they'll go out, spend money on inventory, get it listed, and then they're suddenly sitting around waiting for sales. It's crickets. They're not having money come in, so they're not able to go out and invest in more money. And I know this process as a reseller because, I've been doing this for the last 7 years. And so what it ends up being is this cycle of having to go out and source, listing those items, waiting for the sale, waiting for your money, and then going back out to source more items for your business so you can hopefully, eventually see your income grow, right? And so what I like to think of this as, after doing this for 7 years and knowing this process of going round and round, list or source, list, sell, source, list, sell, this is essentially going around the mountain. And I'm not the greatest of drawers here, so you're going to have to use your imagination. This is going around the mountain. You're going to have to do it again. Go out, source more items, list more items, sell more items, ship more items, and you're going to keep going around that mountain over and over and over again. And how long is it going to take you to reach your big goals up here? Because I know you guys have big dreams in your heart. I know that there's things that you want to accomplish. I know that you want to be financially free, that you want to be free from debt, that you want to be able to own your own house, that you want to be able to retire. But I want you to think about this process that we've been trained to know, to go out and source, list, sell, repeat. How long is that actually going to take you to reach those big goals? How many times are you going to have to circle around and around that mountain? And this has been my life for the past 7 years of repeating this process over and over and over again. And I've been going, it works. Yes, you guys, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I've made $100,000 flipping used items. So it's not to say that it doesn't work, is to say that it has taken me a long, long time to reach that amount of income. It's taken me a lot of times, countless times. I've lost count of how many times I have repeated this process of going around and around and around in circles of sourcing, listing, selling, sourcing, listing, selling. And I'm looking at my goals and going, am I ever going to get there? Is this ever going to be possible? Sure, I've made it up a little ways, but I've still got big goals out ahead of me. And you may be in the same boat if you're going and you're looking at your goals and you're saying, hey, if I flip this item, I make $20 on it. If I flip this item and I make 30 or 15, I make a sale here on eBay, there on Mercari, there on Poshmark. It helps. Like that's money. Like I'm not complaining about the money, right? But how long is that actually going to take me to get to those big goals of mine? How many times am I going to have to do this? How many more years of my life are going to go down the drain? How much more time away from my family am I going to have to spend outsourcing? Am I going to have to spend listing and shipping and all of things in order to be able to keep doing this process of source, list, sell, source, list, sell, source, list, sell? I've done it for 7 years. How many more 7 years is it going to take for me to reach those goals? And I have been round and round this of like, okay, the only way to make more money as a reseller, short of having a warehouse, having employees, is to put in more time. If you want to make more money, there's really no way around it. You can try and boost your average sale price. That can help a little bit, but a lot of that is dependent on what you can find when you're outsourcing. A lot of it's dependent on, things that are out of your control, like where you can live. And so really, or where you live. So really the only way to make more money with this route is to go and try and work harder, to try and put in more time, to try and source more items, to try and list more items and ship more items and all of the things, send more offers, be more active. And it's all costing you more of your time. And this is the thing I kept running into over and over and over again, that if I want to make more money, I'm going to have to work harder. If I want to make more money, I'm going to have to sell more items. And I just like, do you guys feel this too? Like if you want to make more money, that's the case. That you're hearing everywhere that you need to be more consistent, that you need to show up, that you need to list more consistently if you want to make more money. But recently, all of this has changed because what I'm doing is, as I have been going around the last 7 years of source, list, sell, and I'm looking at my goals and going, they're impossible. They're never going to happen. Like at this rate, if I continue at this rate of making a few dollars here on eBay, a few dollars there on Poshmark, it's just not adding up fast enough. We're getting $1,000 medical bills every month. My husband's truck is in the shop again. It's going to be, probably another $1,000. Those bills, those unexpected expenses happen on a multiple monthly basis. New dishwasher. I just bought a new dishwasher last night because it broke. So, yeah, Sandra Hops, you said find better items. Yes, and that can help, but is that actually going to help you triple? Is it going to help you quadruple? Is it going to help you 10x your income? Yes, it can help a little bit. And that sell through rate, we're going to talk about both of these things because these two things are so important of finding better items, increasing your average sale price. But I'm going to be talking about more than just going from, a $20 profit to a $30 profit. I'm going to be talking about more than just going from $15 to 20 or $40 to 60. And then also that sell-through rate, because that is the second piece of the equation that a lot of people forget about, is to think about how in demand is that item you're sourcing. Like you could source a high profit item, but if nobody wants it, or just that rare occasional buyer, like maybe somebody's going to stumble across this, you're going to be sitting on that item for a long time. And so this is what we're going to be talking about. And as I've been going around and around this mountain the last 7 years, looking at my goals, going, is it ever going to be possible? All of that suddenly changed because I made one tiny shift. And this is one small change with the product that I am reselling, with the product that, and I'm going to show you this, but it is the highest profit product, it's a mouthful, out there, and also the highest demand. People want this. It has a high sell-through rate, if you will. And those are the two main things. Like you need to have a better item to sell to be able to get up the mountain faster. You need to have an item that people actually want, that people are spending money on, and then people are buying it. So what this has done for me is, rather than going round and around that mountain, rather than looking at my dreams and goals and going, okay, it's hopeless, this has essentially given me, I'm going to call it a gondola, because I don't know, we rode one a couple years ago and it was just so much fun. But it's what I have found is a gondola that will essentially, rather than having to keep going around and around, spinning your wheels, sourcing, listing, repeating, or source, list, sell, this gondola will take you up the mountain in a fraction of the time and straight to your goals without having to constantly be on that hamster wheel of trying to source more items, trying to list more items, selling more items. And so what this is, and it is really just one small shift that I want you to think about. It's one tiny shift. And this is simply from switching from selling something that is physical to something that is digital. Because when you make that switch, we're going to talk exactly what this is, because I know it can sound like, okay, weird, what is that? But we're going to talk about exactly what that is. But when you make that switch, it suddenly sets you free from all of the constraints that have been holding you back. It sets you free from having to go out and source more items. It sets you free from having to go and list more items. It sets you free from having to go and ship more items. It sets you free from having to put in more of your time to make, more money, which is the way traditional reselling works, is you have to put in more time to make more money. And this breaks all of those constraints, because when you have a digital product, you no longer have something physical that you have to handle on a daily basis. You don't have items you have to store. You don't have items that you have to take pictures of. You don't have items that you have to continually ship. Like I have shipped every day of my life for the last 7 years. All my mailmen, all my mail women know me by name, because they are constantly picking up stuff from me that I've sold. But it does come with constraints when you are selling a physical item. And when you make that one tiny shift from selling a physical item to a digital item, all of those are broken, because you're no longer stuck to having, you sell that item, you have to go back out to the thrift stores, the garage sales, the online estate sales, wherever you're sourcing items for your business. You're having to go out and start that whole process again. It's like you're at ground zero and having to start that whole process again. That when you sell a digital product, it is completely different, because you have that product that you can sell over and over and over again, and not have to get back on that hamster wheel, not have to start the process over again. And this is how you can get to your goals so much faster. And so we're going to talk about what this product is, because it is a high profit item, because it does have an extremely high demand. Like I want for you, if you take away one thing from this, that the demand for this product, I was just actually inside of my eBay, I don't know what it's called, traffic analytics, whatever, looking at items and just kind of comparing like what what the demand is for this item compared with the other kind of typical items that you guys are selling. And so what this is, it is a done for you digital product in the fastest growing industry out there. So right now, with selling a physical product, if you're a clothing reseller like myself, or you're selling other type of physical item, that it's in demand, it's growing. It's not to say that you can't make money with that, but there's something that's even higher in demand, that's way like eclipsing the demand for physical items, and that is for people to learn how to make money online. This is actually a $1.2 billion a day industry as of this year. Those are 2024 numbers, and it's projected that it's going to triple in the next like year and a half, 2 years. So we're at like this precipice of this really going up, or at the precipice is probably not the right word. We're at the bottom of this curve where it's just going to be taking off in the next few years. The demand for these items, for people to learn how to make these items, is extremely, extremely high, because people want to be able to have that freedom to leave their job, because they want to have that freedom to make money on their own time and to not have to be a slave for their boss, or a slave to their work. And so they're going online and they're looking for ways to make money online. And this is where you can step in and fill that gap and fill that need that people are out there looking for. So I want you to think about, you go into a Goodwill and you walk into that Goodwill. What are you looking for? You're looking for an item that you can flip for a large profit. You're looking for an item that is in high demand. This item is in extremely high demand because 1 in 20 people who are learning about this system and how it works are buying. Like if you go and look at your eBay analytics, if you go and look in your Poshmark analytics and you look at how many people have looked at that top or who have looked at that jeans, you're not going to have that high of a sell-through rate with those products that you're selling. I could almost guarantee it. I could almost put my money down on that your sell-through rate is not that high, that the demand for the items the demand for those items are not that high. Like that 1 in 20 people are saying, hey, yes, I want this. I want to learn how to make money online. I want to learn how this works. I want to learn this process. I want to learn this 2-hour workday, because that's what it is all about. And as a reseller, when I heard about a 2-hour workday, this just blew my mind. And I'm seeing people make hundreds of thousands of dollars on a 2-hour workday following this process. So it's not about having to hustle harder. It's not about having to put in more time. It's not about more time away from your family. It's not about having to go and source more items or source better items or put in more time sourcing items, because there are resellers in my own town who will source 24/7. They will source 7 days a week, from the time the store opens to the time the store closes, trying to find better items. How much of their life are they wasting doing that? And so this product has an extremely high demand. It also has a high dollar value. It has a high resale value, if you will. And so I want to be clear on this, that this small shift in what you're used to selling, so maybe you're used to selling jeans, or maybe you're used to selling collectibles. You didn't make those items. You didn't go and pull out your sewing machine. You didn't buy the fabric. You didn't make those items. You're simply purchasing something that you know that somebody else wants and that you can make money off of, right? And so the product that we're talking about today is the same way. So this is just a simple, small shift in switching from a physical product to a digital product. And so this product, in the e-learning industry, in how to make money online, it is done for you. You don't need to know how to do anything. You don't need to learn new. You don't need to specifically know about that in order to teach it, because it is all done for you. And I'm going to show you inside of the system exactly what you get. You actually get 4 different income streams, which is amazing, because you're able to meet people at different price points of what they would be interested in. So there's different price points that people can jump in at. And the top price point, that's going to be your best option. For me as a reseller, I'm going, okay, that's going to be my most potential for making money. That's going to be, my most potential to not leave money on the table, because that highest price point item is actually the best selling. So I just saw a number on this yesterday, and it was in the last, I don't remember the exact number, but it was, excuse me. Okay. But I may have to, I may have to come back to that one. But it was a crazy amount. It's actually, I did the math on it, and it worked out in the last 72 days that this item, this product in particular that we're going to talk about, averaged $113,000 in sales per day over the last 70 days. So that tells me that people want it and that they're willing to pay good money for it. Somebody is willing to invest in themselves because of the results that they can get. They're willing to pay more for it than a pair of jeans that you have listed. What's that pair of jeans going to do for them? It's going to help them, maybe feel better about themselves. It's going to help them maybe save a little bit of money. They're going to have a little bit of excitement when they first buy that item. But at the end of the day, what is that doing for them? It's not going to change their life. And that is what can happen with this product that we're talking about, is people's lives are being changed because of it. And so just because of that, it has a substantially higher value, a substantially higher dollar that people are willing to pay. And so I want to be clear that this is 100% profit. It's not an MLM. It's not a pyramid scheme. Somebody else isn't getting rich off of you making sales. It is 100% profit. You're not having to wait like you do with Poshmark or Mercari or even eBay for that money to actually hit your bank account. The money comes straight to you. And so this is the very first thing, is to have a product that is in high demand, that has the highest profit. Now, you might be going, okay, I really like reselling because I can just go and list items, and then I sit back and sales come in overnight. They come in, when I'm out making dinner or I'm out at the movies. This product actually works the same way. And so when you get this product, and I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, so I'm going to stop here. You actually do get those 4 income streams. I think I did mention that. So there are 4 different income streams that you get. There's $900, a $600, a $300, and a $100. So it's actually 4 different income streams. And all of these products you can sell on automation. You get the automation system as part of the product. And so I'm going to go ahead and write this down so it's in front of us. You get that automation system. So in the same way that you're used to making sales on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, where sales are coming in kind of like semi-passively, where you're doing the work and then sales are coming in later, they're coming in around the clock, they're coming in when you're on vacation. This works in a very similar process where you have the product. You're going to get people into your automation system to learn about the product. And this automation system, it is given to you. So you don't need to have tech skills. I'm seeing people inside of the program that are selling these exact products that have these automations. You're getting these automations. They have, no tech skills. They have no idea how websites work. They have no idea about funnels or, any sort of background in online business. I'm seeing people jump in and be successful with selling these products, because it does go back to them being in demand, in an in-demand field, and products that people want because they are getting results. And so the automation system is completely done for you. You pretty much just set up, there's videos that you walk through, and they will walk you through how to set up your payment gateway so that all of the payments are coming straight to you. So they're not going to a third party and then you're having to wait for them. They're going straight to you. All right. The next part about this is, how do you get people into the automation system? How do you get people to discover these products? And so I'm going to go ahead and write this down. This is just the discovery system. So this is the one piece that you really, that really only requires your active work. So this automation system, it's already done for you. The product is already done for you. You set your automation up one time. I had it set up in a few minutes. Following the videos, they will walk you through step by step to have your tech part of it set up, to have your system set up, to have your automation set up. And then all you have to worry about on a daily basis is having people discover you, getting this in front of people, getting eyeballs on it, letting other people know that you have a way to help them escape their job. You have a way to help them make daily pay. You have a way for them to be able to make 100% profit. And so what this is for this product is going to be different than going and just listing an item to eBay. It's going to be different than going and just putting it on Poshmark, maybe using a cross lister, going to Mercari. And so this is really what this is about. And so with the product, with the automation that you get, you also get all of the trainings that go along with learning this new skill. And so I want you to think back for a second, because at the beginning of this, we talked about those goals. We talked about, hey, you guys have debts that you want to pay off. You have goals for your life. You have bills that you need to pay. You want to be able to, actually retire. You want to be able to pay for your house. And so if you could learn a new skill, if you could learn a new system, if you could learn a way to make daily pay, if you could learn a way to follow the 2-hour workday that is part of this system, what would that do for you? So I want you to think about that for a second, because again, back to the product, the number one selling product is $900. This system is all about helping you make $900 daily pay. I asked at the beginning, this is probably before some of you jumped on, what you would do if you could make $300,000 this year. Did you know that $900 a day, which I know sounds crazy, like if you're selling a physical product on eBay like me, you're going, okay, that sounds like insane. This doesn't sound real, but that is what is happening with this system. And the $900 daily pay, if you add that up over a year, that adds up to $328,000. Actually, yeah, I think my math is right. $328,000. So I'd like you to think, like, how would that make you feel? If you could see $900 hitting your bank account every single day, what could that do for your life? Like, how excited would you be if you could learn the skills, if you can learn this discovery process and be able to learn the skills to be able to make $900 daily pay? And do you realize that $328,000 a year, in just 3 years, you would be a self-made millionaire? Like, this is happening right before my very eyes. I'm going to quickly switch. I'm going to actually finish down here with 4, and then I'm going to quickly switch inside of the program. I'm going to show you inside exactly what you get with these 4 income streams and the wins inside of the community, because this is so powerful. I'm also going to show you what our trainings, our mentorings look like, because this is more than just simply getting a course and being left in the dark, being, left on your own to try and figure it all out. This is mentoring from a 7-figure earner, mentoring from a 7-figure earner that is happening on a weekly basis. I'm going to show you inside of our calendar all of the trainings, because this is about helping you succeed. It's more than about just saying, hey, here's these products, go try and figure it out yourself. Good luck. This is about helping you be successful. It's about helping you giving you all of the tools that you need to be discovered, to be able to get people in your automation system, to be able to make that $900 daily pay. And this discovery system, a lot of it is copy and paste. If you can copy and paste, if you can be coachable, if you can learn new skills, if you're willing to put in 2 hours a day, whatever that looks like for you, it could be here and there, split up throughout the day, or it could be all in one chunk. If you're willing to do that, this $328,000 is completely possible. I know that it sounds crazy, especially if you're making $20 on an item on eBay, or $30 on Poshmark, or maybe it's $10 after seller fees and cost of goods and all those things. So I'm going to go ahead and let me finish up here. So as soon as people discover you, they're going to head into your automation system. In this automation system, this is where they're going to convert, and they're going to come down here and they're going to say, yes, I want this. Yes, I see the value. Yes, I see how this can change my life. And that's going to end up being a new customer. And so that is that $900 that is hitting your bank account. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch. Actually, I think I have this all ready to go. All right, so first up, this is inside of the products that you actually get. And so these are the 4 different income streams that you get with the program. And so the $900 level one is the Legacy Builders program. The Digital Mastery down here is the $600 program. And then the $300 program is what's called Passive Daily Pay Blueprint. This is about helping you create income that is passive. And then the Launchpad, that's the $100 product. That's a really great entry level product in, to help people just get started understanding the basics of an online business. And so with the $900 Legacy Builder one, you actually get access to all 4 of these income streams. So the 900, the 600, the 300, the 100. And so these can be 4 different income streams that are hitting your bank account. And what I'm seeing inside the community is that somebody who's like, okay, I'm not really sure if the 900, like, I don't know how this whole thing works. Like, I don't get it. And so they're jumping in at maybe one of these lower level ones, and they're getting in and they're seeing the mentoring, they're seeing how they can make money, and you can make money off of these. So if you, let's say you jumped in at the $600 level, you can sell the 600, the 300, the 100. So you get 3 income streams. At the $300 passive daily pay blueprint, you get 2 income streams. You get a 300 and 100. And so people are doing this. They're basically working their way up to this highest level program. For me, it was a no-brainer, because if I don't do this one, that means I'm leaving money on the table, because this Legacy Builder is actually the best selling one out there. So if I were to jump in at, say, the 600, I'm going to be leaving a lot of $900 sales on the table if I don't have that to offer. Does that make sense? And you don't have to go through all of these. So inside the Legacy Builder program, because that's the one that I purchased, I'm going to go into this product. And these are all short little lessons. It's going to walk you through step by step how to get everything set up. These are like 5, 10, 15-minute trainings, which is perfect if you're busy like me. I've got 4 kids. I don't have gobs of time in the day to be sitting and watching trainings. They will walk you through how to get your automation system set up. And these, again, they're very short. They're follow along, like do it with me style of videos. I followed through those the same day that I joined. I had my payment gateway set up. I had my whole system set up and able to take payments that same exact day. And so this is going to walk you through all of that setup. It's going to walk you through all of the trainings. And then this is just one like tiny piece of what you get, because in addition to your products, and this goes for Legacy Builders, it goes for Passive Daily Pay, it goes for Digital Mastery, Launchpad, all of the things, you also get access to what's called the school community. And this is digital growth community on the school platform. This is the first time I've had something on the school platform, but this is where the digital growth community happens, where it's hosted for all of these programs. And so this is a place where you can come, you can answer all of your questions. There's people on here from around the world. Again, we have 25,000 people inside of this program. So that tells you that it sells. This is how many people who have wanted this, who have paid money to join this program. And so you can go through here. I'm on the wins page, and I'm just going to quickly scroll through here, some of the wins. And these are just like recent wins. There are wins like this every day. I go and look every single morning, and there's new wins from people who are having success with this. So Leah, she said almost $20,000 my first month. Wow, God is so good. Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity. It's truly been a huge blessing to me and my family. So $20,000 in her first month of learning this system, of learning the skills to be able to sell this type of product that is in high demand, and it's only growing from here. And you can go through here, $1,000 yesterday. Like she says, never in my life did I think I could make almost 2 months salary in one day. Super grateful, super excited. Let's see, $100 sale, woke up to $900. So that happens on a regular basis. You're going to come in here and you're going to see all kinds of people every morning waking up to $900 hitting their bank account. Here's Harold. He said over 20,000 earned in 9 weeks. Life is good. I'm ready to start the new challenge this July 1st to hit at least $30,000, which is a really good point. There are, they're called 90-day legacy runs, and they happen every 90 days. So we have a new one starting July 1st. That's when it's kicking off. And it's a chance to be able to log into the community each day, and you get a short training, like 5 to maybe 15 minutes at the longest. And it's going to give you exactly what to do for that day to be successful. And the goal of this 90-day legacy run is to help you make $30,000 in the next 90 days. And people are following this and doing it. And some are even, way exceeding that $30,000 in 90 days. So Julie, she said first $900, life is good, $900. Another $900. This makes $11,900 in less than 30 days. I did it. I crossed my goal of $200,000 in 3 months. She said, I joined, I had zero expectations because I knew if this was as amazing as I thought it was be. She goes on that she didn't know, and she's following the process, following the system, and has made $200,000. Like, let that sink in 3 months. How long would that take you selling a pair of jeans? How long is that going to take you selling collectibles? Probably the rest of your life, right? And this just goes on and on and on. Here's another $900 an hour ago. And there are just pages and pages and pages of these. And I want to show you that this is way more than just a course. It's way more than just, okay, I'm going to complete these lessons and I'm going to be left on my own on what to do. This is actually about you learning a system, and it's called Learn and Earn. And then you're going to come back and keep learning and keep earning, and you're earning as you're learning. And so this is our calendar. This is what our calendar looks like, where there are trainings happening all of the time. So on Mondays, there's different trainings. Tuesdays, there's trainings. Thursday, there's training. So you can jump in, you can get your questions answered. There's even breakout rooms. So the one that I went to recently, we all got put into what's called breakout rooms. And so there was just a small group of us, like 5 or 6 people in that room, and we each get a chance to be able to work on something. And we were having breakthroughs in that room, being able to bounce ideas off of each other. And this is what you get as part of the community. And there's no, like, the crazy part about this to me, from being in online business and trying out so many other programs, is that there's no ongoing fee for this. Like, it is just part of it when you buy. So it's a one-time, and you're not going to pay ever again. Like, there's no ongoing costs. You're not having to go and reinvest in more items to source like you do with reselling. It's one time, and then it's 100% profit from there. You're not losing out money to seller platforms. You're not losing out money to eBay or Poshmark or Depop. I got to remember Mercari, since they right now don't have any seller fees. But you're not losing out money like that. Like Poshmark, that's 20% that you're losing to that platform. With this is 100% profit, and it's 100% profit like weeks from now, months from now, years from now. You're not going to have ongoing costs with this, which just blows my mind. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this, and then I'm going to stay on a few minutes longer to be able to answer any questions that you guys have, because I know this is different than what you're probably used to hearing from me. It's different, maybe a different thing. Like, maybe this has totally rocked your world of being able to make that like small little switch. You're realizing, hey, if I made that small little switch of switching from a physical product that costs me more of my time, that costs me more of my energy, that takes away more of my time for my family, more of my time out of my day, if I made that one small little switch over to a digital product that I could sell over and over and over again and have sales stack up at $900, and you're going, okay, all of the dreams and goals that I thought were impossible, all of the dreams and goals that I thought they're never going to happen, I'm just going to have to give up on them. I'm just going to have to be realistic. I'm just going to have to, settle. I'm going to have to think small. Like, that is what you're doing when you don't go with a higher value product. You are living small. You are thinking small. You are having small dreams. And so I want you to be able to dream again. If there's one thing that you take away from this, is I want you to be able to allow yourself to dream again, to be able to get in touch. When you were a kid, you had big dreams and goals for your life. You didn't have bills. You didn't have things holding you back. You didn't have setbacks. But I want you to go back to that place in your mind and think, what would this do for me if I allowed myself to dream again? If I allowed myself to say, hey, I am worth it. Hey, I am more worth than just selling a $10 or $15 or $20 item. I am worth a $900 product. I am worth learning the new skills. I am worth investing in. I am worth learning the new skills to how to make daily pay, how to work a 2-hour system, and how to be able to make $328,000 a year. So I'm going to stick on just a few minutes longer to be able to answer any of your questions about this system, about anything, how it works, because I know when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, that's really weird. I don't get it. Like, how does this work? Is it too good to be true? Because that's kind of, maybe the first thing that you're thinking is 328,000 sell $328,000 selling a product that I didn't create, selling a automation system, or selling it through an automation system that's just given to me, being able to make $328,000 a year, being able to make $900 daily pay, being able to make 100% profit, being able to have all of my dreams and goals come to pass. It just sounds too good to be true. But you have seen inside of this program, I just showed you the wins like this morning, right before I hopped on is when I refreshed that page. These are wins that are happening, and I'm seeing this happen for grandmas in Canada. I'm seeing this happen for 60-year-old lady who is suddenly traveling in an RV and making money in an RV, and she's able to retire, able to leave her job, all because she invested in this program, all because she learned the skills to be able to make this kind of money and to be able to reach her dreams, to be able to travel before she got too old. And I'm going, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, you can do it. You have seen the results. You can see that this works. You can see the demand for this product. Again, you saw the numbers, 25,000 people in the community, 1 in 20 on average, across our community are buying it when they learn this system. So you know that there's demand. You know it's a high value product. This is the equivalent of walking into Goodwill, having $1 million item in front of your face, because you know that if you do this just 3 years, we talked about this, 3 years, you would be a self-made millionaire. This is the equivalent of walking into Goodwill and having $1 million item right in front of your face. So I want you to think about that. And then go here to listingtofreedom.com/10K, where you can learn more about the blueprint. And I'm also going to give you my free guide to how to make $10,000 in the next 30 days using this system. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump off, and I wish you a happy rest of your day. But I am so excited for you, and so excited that to be able to help you actually reach your goals and do it way sooner than you think, and help make them actually possible for you. Again, thanks for joining me. See you soon.